Last week I mentioned that there is currently an initiative in Prague where if you choose to visit one of 9 of the museums in the city, you're given a ticket that allows you to visit 9 for the price of 1 over the course of 5 days. This is not an initiative that was started to encourage people to visit museums after the lockdown and has actually been in place since at least last year. As expected, I didn't have enough time to visit all 9 because I'm not on holidays basically, and also because I happen to be quite busy with work. But on top of that, there's that problem that museums generally tend to close too early. And of course there are reasons for that, as artworks too need to breathe and proper cleanups of the places need to be done in order to protect whatever artifacts or historical artifacts are displayed. But as a result, during the week for most people, it's particularly hard to sporadically take trips to the museums. Yet that's when I like to go on weekday mornings, also because the museums aren't open late at night. Otherwise that would be my favourite time to go. But weekday mornings, yes. I like to go to museums on weekday mornings because I know that unless I encounter a party of school kids on a school trip or the annoying tourists wearing that deadly sandals and socks combo, I know there's going to be less people, which would allow me to have a more immersive experience. Of about 4 museums I got to visit, my favourite experience was easily that of the historical building of the National Museum in Prague. And it wasn't so much the exhibitions, which in general in all of the museums I visited were a bit underwhelming. But it was the building itself that is absolutely stunning. It was actually closed for almost a decade for renovations and only recently reopened for the public, though renovations are not yet completed. They were supposed to be completed by June 2020, but I'm pretty sure that they were slowed down by the pandemic, so I'm not sure when they will be completed now. In any case, the current historical building of the National Museum of Prague, which is located in Wenceslas Square, actually dates back to 1891 and was built according to plans by architect Josef Schultz. It has also been a National Cultural Monument since 1962, and the style of the architecture is Neo-Renaissance, which is a type of architecture by a group of 19th century revivalists who drew inspiration from a wide range of classicizing Italian modes. The entrance hall to the historical building is grand with sweeping staircases, intricate stonework and beautiful ceiling frescoes. The dome hall, which is now open, is absolutely breathtaking. Not only is it adorned with some beautiful frescoes and a cupola of stained glass, but it also offers an amazing view of Wenceslas Squares. So you can easily spend half an hour in that hall or more and not even notice time going by. And that's kind of what I did, and I was glad. It's worth mentioning that the historical building is connected via an underground tunnel to a new building of the National Museum of Prague, which is just across the street from it. This modern expansion means that as soon as renovations of the historical building in Prague are completed, Prague will have expanded its exhibition space considerably. And while everybody knows that Prague is truly a gem of arts and culture of the entire European continent, perhaps the most bohemian of all capital cities, if you'll pardon the pun, this museum expansion makes me think or predict that Prague will truly become a major centre for the art market in the not so distant future.